Hello, monsters abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 16 of my Grimgor Ironhide campaign for Patreon supporters, where last time we brought the boys home. They are certifiable, having been campaigning in the Chaos Wastes, but full of elite crack units waiting to get their hands on the vile undead who now swarm the Warhammer world. We've got some vampires coming through the mountains down here, but our main concern is Prune Man. Now, a lot of his armies are still fine, but there was a poll last time. It was, should we send Grimgor by himself, or should he wait reinforcements? And most people said, just send him in! So we're going to send Grimgor in. We'll give him a turn of healing, though. Oglok, meanwhile, is maintaining the front against the vile Cathay, who, for some reason, really want to invade the mountains. I don't know why. Frankly, they've got better things. Ah, crap. Oh no, it's fine. It's a caravan. I was worried there was another army. It's not. It's a caravan, so we're good. Okay, so Oglok, you're just going to stay there. You've got some really good ambush success chance, which is very nice. Orcs can underway? Of course they can. And it's good to be reminded of that fact. It is good. It is good to be reminded. We can block you. I don't think that's actually going to have much of an effect, so you know what? Don't block. It's a caravan. They don't actually move. Elbog, you're going to come down here. We've got Raknik and Skarsnik protecting ourselves from the dwarves and, of course, the undead, assuming that they might come through the mountains and attack us. Will they? More than likely, yes. It's pretty much guaranteed at this point, I think. So we do have vampires. There's Volker von Karstein, Martin Gerhoff, and Gregor Steinhoff. Oh, hello. I'm going to stab you. No, they have been fighting Karakadrin. They have been fighting Karakadrin, so I'm hoping they'll head north, but more than likely they'll head south. Just look, I can just see it happening. All right. Let's build buildings that is going to give us more income from post-battle loot, more money from post-battle looting. Income? Loot? Whatever. We get more money after a battle, because that is going to keep us buoyant, because currently we're losing almost 10k a turn, which is not great.
I ain't talking to no bloodsucker with his weird.
Oh, okay. That was weird, but I'll take it. So the vampires are currently mustering there.
You want schemes? I got schemes.
We do now. Now, what do you have?
Is unthinkable.
Okay.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks.
Skarsnik, you go there. Where can the dwarves get to? They can... Right, okay. You, Raknik, you're marching there, because then with any luck you'll draw those dwarves in and we can wipe them out. Meanwhile, Grimgor... Ooh, it's a dicey move, but we could hop there. Problem is, if we do that, we can get attacked from multiple different locations. What we could potentially do is hit.
Such a thing is impossible.
I need to wait for them. I need to wait for more of these armies to pass on. So you know what? We're going to sit there in ambush. We're going to advance, but we're just going to sit there for a minute. Meanwhile, are you going to run away if I attack you? Maybe. Yep, you are going to run away. Cowards! I thought you might. Okay, we'll sit there, see if we can do... I don't like that. Let's try and block you. With any luck, the Marauders will keep Cathay busy. But we've still got a little bit of time before our lads reach the southern Badlands. They've had to travel a long way. They were all the way up here. They've had to travel all the way south again. You know, no wonder they're knackered. I'm tempted to just go balls to the wall over here, but I feel like that would potentially end up with us getting just mobbed with armies. They just throw everything they've got at us. Unless we can get a little bit more, like taking 2 or 3 armies, I'd be okay with. Just get the sneaking suspicion they might throw 4 at us. And I think that might be too much. And while we may actually be able to fight them off, the main issue is that we would then probably wouldn't be in any position to continue our march. Now, what I could potentially do is a war. However, I do know it tends to slow us down. Also, this faction, I kind of want them to be stronger than that. So let's hold off and see if they get a little bit strong. Well, do we? Do we just go for it? What do we get from this? Speed, income from post-battle loot with... I mean, all of that is good. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. Weapon strength. Weapon strength. So we get 10% speed, 20% income. That's really nice. 20%. That will hopefully keep us vaguely buoyant. Jeez. I think the Empire's getting curb stomped. I honestly thought they would fight back and be fine, but it does not look like they're fine. They are not fine. In any sense of the words. I mean, I was looking at Carl going, you know what, I think he's probably fine. What strength rank is he these days? 22.
Friend or foe?
That's not good. The other main problem is, even if we beat Prune Man, we'll constantly have to fend off Cathay. Busalon's still not very strong. They do have a settlement. They're still strength rank 15, which is not bad. It's stronger than Carl. Okay, you boys, for some reason, you are sieging down Grom Peak, which doesn't really have a particularly large garrison, and to be honest, should be easily overrun. So I'm not quite sure what that is. I can hinder your replenishment, but that's not actually that useful. Also, you're recruiting a shit ton of armies.
This way.
Can you hinder replenishment? Well, you know, one job. Hey, one fucking job. Ah, shit, you spotted me. Shit. You still spotted me. At least, apparently we've got the settlement garrison. Fuck. Okay, well, good luck, Oglock. Cathay forces are advancing. They've waited for their reinforcements. That has given us some time to hide some of our units in the trees. We've got the Ardboyz over on this side of the battlefield, hoping to get around behind the enemy and knock out those missile units. We've got reinforcements of our own. I mean, most of them are trash, so we've got goblins. We've got orc biggins, we've got our plagal catapults, and they're kind of like hiding down here in this little depression. I was trying to get these goblin wolf riders behind the enemy army, but whenever I tried to put them in trees, they didn't seem to want to hide, so eventually they just get wiped out, but that's fine. But for some reason, there's Jade Lancers heading towards this forest. I don't know why they decided to head towards this forest. Maybe the AI scouts? Or maybe it was just AI bullshit. I genuinely don't know. Either way, the Jade Lancers should be dealt with by our Orc Ballboy Biggins fairly easily. We do, of course, have that anti-large, bonus first large. However, seeing as our Ballboys have been discovered, we're going to have to push forward. So we're immediately advancing on the enemy army, hoping to tie up the bulk of their forces to let our Ballboys do their thing. Obviously, we've got Zhao Ming to deal with. The Hellstorm Rocket Battery, not the Hellstorm Rocket Battery, sorry, the Fire Rain Rocket, that's it, is currently trying to take pot shots at our archers for some reason. I genuinely don't think they are the main problem, but never mind. The Ballboys have managed to wipe out that unit of Jade Lancers, and they're now pushing through the trees to get at these squishy crossbows, knock out those missile units. We do have a number of Celestial Dragon Guard dicking around behind the enemy lines, though, which makes my life a little bit more difficult, but we have knocked out that unit of archers. The Dune Dragons don't quite know what to do about that, because if they turn their backs, they will get charged by Orc Boarboys. Continue to take a little bit of fire there, but Oglok has engaged the Righteous Lances of Wei Jin. And Zhao Ming has gone dragon form, although that was to be expected. And he's making a beeline for Oglok, although we have hit him with Spirit Leech. So we push forward. We kind of got waves. So our first wave is our wild forces, that's goblins and orcs. And then behind that we've got our big uns, of course, going to do the bulk of the damage. The Jade Lancers not really able to get any flanking attacks since they're charging directly into our big uns, which of course is bad for them. And the Boarboys, despite being discovered and so didn't quite get done what I wanted them to, are successfully managing to stalk around behind the enemy lines and hit units of opportunity, like charging these Celestial Dragon Guard in the back and then pulling out and engaging things like the crane gunners, archers, basically all that kind of good stuff. Meanwhile, the fire rain rockets are targeting the ogres, the lead belchers, who are currently hiding in the trees, so they're mostly covered. Not taking too much damage there, which is fine, and the Plague Claw catapults are returning fire, trying to knock them out. The battle line is fairly stable, with neither side seeming to gain the upper hand. But the important thing is what's going on behind them, because their support units, such as the Iron Hail Gunners, are being overrun by Boarboys. And we're now swooping down and taking out the Fire Rain Rocket as well, silencing that finally. Now, Cathay has got a fairly stable front line, but it does need its missile units to win the battle for it. So if we take out those missile units and artillery, then basically they're going to be pretty screwed. However, a unit of Celestial Dragon Guard has managed to break past my flank here, and I haven't noticed, which means my ogres are about to walk straight into them. Never mind. Zhao Ming has been soundly thrashed, and Oglok is currently chasing after him, trying to finish him off. He is going to get away, but that's one general down. Plague Claw catapults no longer having to duel with the Fire Rain rockets, can now concentrate their fire on units such as the Dune Dragons. So the front line's stable still, although it looks like we are winning. But with the enemy missile units dealt with, we can now concentrate fire on taking down those Sky Lanterns and the Terracotta Sentinels. Trying to take out the other enemy general with those cannons. And here come the Boarboys, having broken away from murdering the Fire Rain rocket and escaping some Jade Halbards. We can now prepare a rear charge on the front line, taking... Oh, look at that. Fire Rain. The Sky Lantern getting taken down. In comes the Boarboys. Ooh, nasty charge there to the rear of that peasant unit. More Boarboys charging over here, getting into the rear of some more peasant. Yeah, that's not... Oof. Yeah, that's going to be rough. The tides have turned. Now that we've wiped out their rear guard, they don't really have much left. A couple of units late to the party, getting blatted by the Plague Claw catapults, getting a rear charge on the Boarboys, but They're all that's pretty much left of their army. Everything else starting to flee the battlefield in disarray. And just the Terracotta Sentinels still standing for the moment, but not for much longer. Oof. That was close, but we won. Let's take the replenishment. Yeah, I thought you might do. Yeah, there's 3 armies there. That's not really trying to defend off that one. Oh, and we got the ambush. Delightful. I'll take that. Oh, a lot of fighting going on. Doing that little end turn. Very aggressive.
Let's talk. I can kill you.
Hey guys. No. I don't even know why you want to declare war on them. Yeah, we were spotted, but Oglok successful once again. Like, good job, buddy. Holy shit. Okay, settlement lost there, that's fine. Our ambush was spotted, which was a shame. There's more vampires coming into the mountains. We just want to kind of keep an eye on what's going on there. I think we can lure these guys in. But Grimgor? Yes, indeed you are. Okay, I think we're in a good position. I mean, this is very. Oh, for fuck's sake! I was worried about this. For some reason, the war gets rid of all of your bonus movement. Can you see? Like, this is how far we can move now, which is weird because we definitely should be able to move further than that. A few people are like, oh, why aren't you wiring? Why aren't you wiring? It's because of this, movement bullshit. Movement is so important in this game, and the fact that it just goes, no, you can't move. And I don't even know why. I think I suspect it's because the War Army, you can only move as fast as the War Army, and the War Army does not have any of the bonus movement that your army has. I think that's the reason. It's bullshit. But I think that's the reason. Okay, we're going to move down here and start taking it, because of course that's going to slow Grimgor down. Although, did you just critically fail? Oh my god. Okay. Let's just head south. This is why I don't war. It just doesn't feel worth it. Do you have... Okay. I would prefer to get you in an ambush attack. Because that would work out better for me. So let's keep trying that. Oglok, you mate, knocked it out the fucking park. Holy shit. What a guy. Once again. I like the out-clevering. Although, I maybe should have given him Lightning Strike, considering the fact that... let's get Gaze of Gork. Considering the fact that they seem to be sending lots of stacks of armies at you, being able to fight them one-on-one would be really significantly better. Right, are you going to run away? You are going to fight, but we can kill you without having to worry about it, so we'll do that. Excellent. Okay, well that's... That's great. That is fucking just brilliant. Upkeep reduction. Who cares? Lightning Strike. go Lightning Strike. Let's go Purple Sun. Overall, this army's pretty good. I don't think I mean, other than potentially putting Black Orcs in here, but these guys Gold Chevron now, so I'm not sure if that's actually worth it. Right, you stay just marching there. My hope is that they will try and attack Raknik. And then we can... unless we just go in. They don't have many missile units. I mean, you know, they've definitely got missile units, but they don't have many of them. There's not much there. I mean, we could potentially go for it. How much income would we get? 5,000. It's not much, but we get the income from the killing the guys. Do we just go for it? We've got Y units as well, haven't we? You know what? Let's...
Make 'em bleed.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so encircle. And then we bring Raknik in as well. There's no dwarf armies nearby, so we can just kind of like hit this and then get the hell out of dodge. So I'll put these under AI control and these under AI control because whatever happens to them, I don't really care. Meanwhile, let's give Skarsnik's Bad Moon Banner to Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. And then more charge bonus. I guess let's put those on the guys that don't have any saddles. Mind you, it's probably better to put it on one that does, right? Like you. That way you've got 123 charge bonus. That seems completely sane. Sneaking into the enemy settlements. So we're heading up to this objective. It does have the enemy general and a master engineer. Now I can't see them at the moment, but what I can see is some of these units over here. Now we've got reinforcements coming in from every side. This is the rest of my army. This is the portion of my army that is visible. Everything over here is stalking. So cannot be spotted until they round this corner, and then suddenly the Lord will spot them coming in. But that's fine, because we can grab this objective, and if we grab that objective, then the rest of the enemy army will start to move to meet the new threat. So we've now been spotted, which is fine. We can quickly move in and knock out the enemy general there, taking a little bit of fire. But here come our reinforcements. So Raknik over the other side of the city. We're going to bring him round to this entrance, while the reinforcement, the War, comes into this side. We've got more War reinforcements coming on this side. It's all good. Nothing to worry about. Skarsnik is dueling with the enemy lords. Not a particularly... I mean, Skarsnik is fine at dueling. He's not the strongest character, but he'll do fine. Problem is, we do have the Peak Gate Guard heading this way. Now, these guys will fucking murder our goblins. And we've also got some Quarrelers that are opening fire on us, so we are hitting them with our Goblin Archers. Our Goblin Archers who will actually prove to be pretty effective throughout the battle. However, the Peak Gate Guard are now coming down around the corner to start braining some goblins. I mean, the ones that survive, the Fanatics will anyway. In come the Fanatics, and oh my god, it's absolute carnage. It's jam everywhere. Murdering a large proportion of the units. They lost... Geez. I mean, they're down to about a quarter strength immediately. Now, in spite of that, they will start murdering goblins left, right, and centre. So, you know, we'll win this engagement. We will lose goblins at the meantime. The Lord is slowly being chipped to death by the goblins and Skarsnik, which is fine. And we've managed to take out the quarrel unit. More dwarves coming around the corner. So, of course, more fanatics. Ah, the lovely jam. It does seem like fanatics work better in cities these days. They definitely don't seem quite as bad. As that's happening, our goblins are pouring into the city all over the place. These squig hoppers throwing themselves to grab this objective. We've got the War coming in to grab that objective. Raknik has taken out the cannon and grabbed that objective at the same time. So far, so good. Right, the Lord is fleeing the battlefields. He's still slowly taking damage. We've got more and more dwarves piling in, including some more hammerers. And again, those hammerers will do a lot of damage to us. However, new units of night goblins means more fanatics. That's right, you guessed it. Yeah, baby. Oh, the jam. The delicious jam. So, yep, that's not bad. Managed to wipe out a large proportion of those dwarves, so we've definitely got the upper hand over there. Despite the fact that the hammerers have managed to carve in the skulls of 148 goblins, they are slowly being dispatched. Yikes. Like, even a quarter dead, they were still doing a lot of damage. And the Night Goblin Archers, I say, have just been sitting there plinking away at enemy ranged units, taking them out one after the other, despite the fact that they have shields. I think 3 units of Night Goblins able to take out 1 unit, and they just came in, you know, piecemeal, which was fine by me. More hammerers coming down the ramp here, and obviously we do not want to be fighting them, so more fanatics. Oh, delightful. Look at that. Even some of them careering into the quarrelers and finishing them off. Hammerers, though, did manage to weather that storm and have started carving in the skulls of my poor goblins. It's fine, though. Dwarf Lords charging down into combat, but quickly getting murdered by Skarsnik. Down he goes. Meanwhile, we're pushing in from every quarter. Having knocked out all the Dwarven defenders, and we're now pushing on towards the city centre. Only a few units still standing against us. They're down to only a handful of dwarves left. We've managed to wipe out everything. Everything that was sent against Skarsnik is now dead. Apart from the runesmith. We're just going to ignore him. Successfully murdered a lot of dwarves down there. Good stuff. And to be honest, there's not really much left as we start swarming in to the settlement centre. There's very little left to stop us. Well, you know, took a bit of damage there, but considering what we're up against, not bad at all. Let's just do a little sack to show the dwarves what for. Oh, and Raknik has got a big spider to roll around on, so that he'll like that. And we can encamp here and steal even more money from them. So fuck you, dwarves. You suck. Let's get riders so that we can have nastier squig hoppers. Wound makers, never a bad choice. Let's give you slippery and counter strike.
Lots of plans.
Skarsnik with 3 skill points. Alright, definitely get into gobbos, get back here, and then sneaky stabbers. Which should then, obviously, once these boys have got the experience, should be much better. we've got plenty of scraps, so we can go with the extra charge bonus, which I think we always get. Yes, we do. But giants, what do you get? Bonus for infantry or weapon strength? I mean, it'd be silly not to take weapon strength, because that's just a ludicrous amount of weapon strength to have. I kind of want to. You know what? Let's go training, because our goalbows need training. And you get deadly blades, and we want well, what I want is, here we go. So let's get Power of Dewar, Fist of Gork, and Edbot. Okay, so far so good. I think Raknik and Skarsnik can deal with that problem, which means Ronnie and the Chaos Warboys can come down and deal with this. Grimgor is going to continue his march towards the Haunted Forest and take that out. Because if we can take that out, I don't think that the Prune Man will be throwing much more than skeletons and trash at us. That's the dream, anyway. Black Iron Mine. Are you likely to survive? Yeah, you're probably alright. And, you know, we made a lot of money this turn from killing people and burning shit. So, well worth investing in it. Oh, Mount Gunpowder. Oh, we're actually going to win that. Alright. Thanks. Thanks for the money. Maybe I should have fought that, but genuinely think just auto-resolving it is probably going to be better for us.
Let's talk. I can kill you later.
Hey guys, how's it going? Did we? You are military. Oh, where's your territory down here? Oh, you've got all of this. Oh, I don't really want to join your war. I'm very busy at the moment. And look, I could have killed them. I could have finished them off. But to be honest, if you can't finish off a one settlement faction, then I don't really know. Okay, we can travel slightly further on foot rather than the underway. So we'll do that. How long is it going to take us to reach there? Okay, so we can do it in 2 turns. And I don't... I mean, it looks like they do have armies heading this... Oh, you might be able to hit with 2 armies. With that said, the vast majority of that is absolute trash. And a lot of those guys, very dead. But look how far you can fucking go.
Send me to battle.
Such a thing is impossible.
Okay. Let's... I'm tempted to try and lure you into an ambush, but...
Master Engineer.
Would Ronnie be okay?
I'd wither first.
Alright, let's move down here. Worst case, we can always fall back. We can always fall back.
This is not in the Damaskron.
I mean, considering how well that battle went, we could actually take World's Edge Archway. Potentially even retake the high place. However, maybe Jesus Christ, guys! You've got like 4 fucking stacks. Do you need?
Get going.
The AI... There are some glaring issues with the AI in Warhammer 3, and the first of which is something that's... It came in with Warhammer 3. It's not just in Immortal Empires, but the fact the AI is so timid about fighting settlement battles. Like this... I've seen the AI sieging down a settlement which has no garrison, right? The garrison's died. It's died to attrition. There's no garrison. The AI is still laying siege to it. With an entire fucking stack. And I'm genuinely like, what the fuck do you think? Why? I genuinely don't understand. There must be something with that. And I don't understand what it is, but it's just weird. Let's try and wound this guy. Well, we failed, but never mind. Do I... You know what? I might just leave this. I might just leave this as, like, targets of opportunity.
Sounds like a good idea.
I thought so.
2 in 1. Nasty magic's ready.
Okay. Hop down there.
Gobbler's hungry.
Your guys replenish. They'll fix that up, and then we can come back and torch it again. Greasus, are you actually doing anything?
Tyrant knows best.
Oh, you know what? You do have an army there. What are you going to do with it? You're going to attack that guy. Okie dokie. I think Oglock's just going to... I know they're recruiting more stacks at Hanyu Port, so I think that Oglock is just going to have to stay there for a minute. We could try and block this army. Let's try and block it. A lot of these armies are really beaten up, and I don't know why. I mean, it's fine. Okay, we're just keeping an eye on this. Is there anything here that I do want? I could build that. Is there anything else that's really going to help us? You know what? Public order is never a bad thing, is it? Get some more public order. Because better public order does more campaign line of sight, which is useful because then obviously we can see potential issues earlier than we would otherwise.
Now then, boys. Come say hello to my immortals.
Hello, Military Alliance. I'll take that. Looks like Castalton is breathing down your neck, which I do not welcome.
You dare approach me?
Ah, what do you want? Seriously? Fucking why? Oh, Azhag. Come on, mate. Oh, Azhag sucks. Never mind. Dim Sun's dead. That's a shame, but not a surprise.
Let's go.
Okay, we're going to continue to head in this direction. Oh, looks like they are recruiting. But nothing that we can't deal with. Also, have these guys fallen back? It feels like they have. Okay, well, seeing as... You know what, just push forward a little bit. Maybe they're pulling back to try and deal with Grimgor. Or maybe they're pulling back because they took a lot of that. These armies are mostly trash, though. It is mostly zombies and skeletons. We're not going to have an issue dealing with that. I think maybe their initial armies are the scary ones, and once they lose those, they're going to replace them with a lot of skeletons and zombies. Like, Vlad has carved out quite a lot of stuff down here. As has Kemler. So, you're doing quite well. You now have 4 settlements, so you're doing some things. But you are at war with basically everyone down there. Literally everyone. So that's good for me. You are basically at war with... Oh, you're even at war with Lothern. Depends how well Lothern's doing, of course. Still, good to see. Like, you know, it feels like they're actually fighting on all fronts rather than... I kind of felt like with Nakai, like it felt like it was just me a lot of the time. I know the Empire was kind of helping, but there was a lot of factions that just weren't really interested, that, you know, weren't dealing with the threat. Warg, you've still got orcs in your army, mate. I need to get you some better units. Jesus. Jesus. Can we block you? Yes, we can. You ain't going anywhere. You might be able to sneak back into your own territory just barely. But you've got a major issue here as we head towards the Haunted Forest. Target of opportunity. Failed. Never mind. Turg. Let's give you more assassinating people.
Lead it from the front.
Yeah, you say that, Gerald. You are, of course, the furthest away from everyone. But never mind. And I just want to keep an eye on what all the vampires are doing. Has old Altdorf has fallen. What's Festus up to, I wonder? Huh, not doing as well as I thought he would be. Mind you, Festus might actually... Well, no, there's definitely Nurgle corruption here, so Festus is doing something, but apparently not fighting the Empire?
Orcs, come before me. Be careful what you say, beast, or my Reichsmarshal will have your tongue.
Does he collect them? Is that a thing? Alright, well, apparently the Empire has, like, expanded out here, but hasn't finished off Festus. I do think some of the things the AI does is fairly counterintuitive. You know, things like using the rockets to target the ogre lead belchers. Now, in theory, you know, targeting the ogre lead belchers is not a bad strategy. However, doing it with the exception of anything else, like targeting them and just targeting them, is a very easy way to just dick the AI over. Because if I know they're going to do that, I can just hide them in some trees. Most of the rockets will just pelter off, you know, onto the trees anyway. The ogres will be fine. And, I mean, I might not be able to use the ogres, but they won't be able to use the rockets either. So, and to be honest, I'm more than happy to nullify their rockets in exchange for my lead belchers. Until I silence them, and then I can bring the lead belchers out. And again, it's one of those things, it's like the AI dodging your artillery. Now, that's kind of annoying, and it's kind of annoying because, oh, sad, because, you know, it's something the player can't really do. But it's also quite easy to use that against the AI.
I have no time for this.
Oh, come on, guys! Guys, get your shit together! I'm building defences here. I don't know if that's a good idea. There are armies around here that could head north. Scarbrand, hey buddy. Okay. Khorne does not cooperate. Well, he was cooperating, so this is a new policy on his part. Ardboyz is in Skaven denial. Oh, they ran away. This is another thing where the... I feel like I'm getting on my soapbox here, but... Okay, so... A lot of people don't like the settlement battles. Now, I don't mind the settlement battles, but there are two things I don't like about them. The first is that you fight a lot of them because the auto-resolve is, in my opinion, overly tuned when it comes to settlement battles. Actually, there's three. The first one's that one. The second one is that the AI is almost rabid at attacking your settlements. Like, they will ignore your armies and go for your settlements, which means you end up fighting more settlement battles. So you end up fighting more settlements because, one, you have to, otherwise auto-resolve dicks you over. Two, because the AI loves attacking your settlements beyond anything else. And three, you never fight particularly interesting settlement battles because it's either against your garrison, because the AI's attacked a settlement with a garrison, or it's against a settlement like this, where the AI had an army here, but it's decided that it can't win against Grimgor, so has run away. The AI always will run away from your armies if they can't. And that... it reduces the amount of interesting battles. I know I understand the fact that you don't want the AI to just throw their armies away. I get that. And there's not an easy answer to this problem in the game's current state. But this AI could have... this army would have actually increased the interest in this siege battle, right? This settlement battle. It would have been a lot more interesting with this. As it is, it's an auto-resolve. What's this building? hang on. I just want to check what this is before I torch the entire place. Copse of Sacrilege. Recruit rank for... Ooh, 6 for zombies. Jesus Christ. And some income. Huh. Huh. Well, there we go. As it is. I want to loot and occupy, don't I? It's mine now, bitches. I mean, I don't like it. It's horrible. It's riddled with horrible talking woodland animals and bullshit like that. But we've got your settlement now, and I don't think you have much left. We can walk further than we can. Okay, looks like we've got a... Okay, you just come over here. Right, so we've got a few armies here. Sort of hanging around. But we've gone behind their lines and we grabbed the Haunted Forest. It's like... What's this? Uninhabitable climates. Ugh. Such bullshit. Oh, we do have a squig nest here. It's going to take 6 turns to fucking build, though. Jesus. 6 fucking turns. And we can't build any defences here, can we? I guess... Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Can reduce... You know what? Corruption reduction is... That's going to take 8... So over 20 turns to build the entire fucking thing. It's insane. In-fucking-sane. I understand the idea behind uninhabitable climate, but to be honest, the penalties seem silly. You know, it feels, I don't know. There's certain factions that kind of get dicked over, like, you know, the Chaos Waste. I know you don't probably want orc settlements in the Chaos Waste, but it, from a gameplay perspective, kind of, I don't want to resettle these, which I guess is the intention. Oh, fuck. What are you guys doing about this? Guys, get your shit together. Is this the faction leader? Shan Liang.
Enter then.
Yes.
Are you after?
I was hoping it wasn't, then I could fight the battle. Get him! Get him! What the fuck are you doing? You useless bastards! Can we get... we've got too many Black Orcs. Unless we recruit another fucking... Okay. Zork? Not really what I want to have to do, but... I don't think we have a fucking choice. This is going to be a dirt cheap army. Actually, let's get some... Nope. Because you don't have fanatics. Okay, we can have an army in a turn. It's not ideal. But there's plenty of people to kill. And then we can deal with... Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Why is Cathay a crisis? At this point, I'm wondering if maybe we just... I'm half tempted to just abandon the mountains. Push this way. Because this is the way we need to get, right? If we want to kill all the vampires, right? I mean, I could spend some time killing all of Cathay. And I did initially want to do that, but... You know, I've got the... Grimgor stole too much of my time. Not Grimgor. Archaon, that prick. Took too much of my time. What a bastard. An absolute bastard. I need to achieve short victory conditions, which is 6 of these. 1, 2, 3. Now, oh, we had 4. I mean, if Cathay wasn't all up in my shit.
My newest warpstone elixir.
But they definitely are.
Miao Ying, I must inform you that you will die imminently.
Well, thanks for the update. I don't know whether to bother defending this or not. Genuinely not sure. Don't know whether to bother. Could I attack you? I could do. Okay, just be cautious. Is there any other armies? No? Okay, well we can quickly just like murder this one. Just be like, really? You're gonna Just kill my trolls, yeah? Low casualties. Low fucking casualties. But also, yeah, trolls dead. Seems like the enemy artillery really wants to shoot at Oglok. As such, I've decided to use him as bait. So he's going to dodge all the incoming missile fire rather expertly. Just as a little tip, when the enemy artillery fires, if you change direction at that point, it'll more often than not miss you. It's usually pretty good at tracking you, but once it's obviously been launched, it can't track you again. Obviously, that depends on the distance. However, for the most part, if you change direction and you're about this distance away, they'll miss the shot. So we're turning fire with Plague Claw catapults, able to do some damage there. Dropping some rocks on them as well. Hopefully that'll knock them out. Meanwhile, over the other side, the lead belchers have found the range. Although they're on the defensive, because I have the upper hand in missile fire, they are now advancing across the fords and suffering. Getting absolutely blatted there. Oglok now moving in to attack the Fire Rain rocket over this side of the battlefield. They are trying to shoot at the Plague Claw catapults and the Orc Biggins, but, you know, for the most part, we're good. I think we've taken out the cannons on this side of the battlefield, so we'll move the Ardboyz to deal with the Celestial Dragon Guard and Spearmen. The Lead Belchers have managed to knock out the Grand Cannon over this side, and the Jade Lancers are now trying to engage our Orc Biggins in melee combat, not very successfully. Even with the Jade Shields, they're getting pretty wrecked. Just make sure we finish off that cannon. I think we've actually destroyed the artillery. Oglok, with the help of his shaman, has stepped on a lot of the Jade Warriors who are attacking them. And now we can hit them with an headbutt and the explosionary one, whatever that one's called. Just as the Biggins turn up. There goes the headbutt. Very nice. Oh look! I just want to point out that the trolls are still very much alive, as what's left of the Cathay army is charged by the Ardboyz and pushed back across the ford. Oh, well, there we go. That was slightly better than losing all of my trolls. Still, we've managed to clean that out quite nicely. I wonder if we move quickly enough, we might be able to... might be able to fend off this attack. I cannot believe they've just walked right past them. That is such bullshit. They've just like, nope. 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 Gonna guarantee they're heading this way. Guarantee it. Just absolute bullshit. Unbelievable levels of bullshit. Oh, can we? I'm wondering if we can like sack some of this stuff. Maybe we can take that. Maybe we can take the high place. I mean, we'd have to fend off a horde of vampires, which, you know, might be tricky. But do we just go for it? Do we just go like, fuck it, let's do it, boys? You know what? Fuck it, let's do it. Come on, Skarsnik, on the offense. That's right. No more holding back. Get right in there. Get stuck in. Give them a good drubbing. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Nope, don't assault the garrison. Just keep heading this way. I think we've got Prune. Prune Boy is down. Let's be honest here. Prune Boy is fucked. I meant to give you a blue skill, not that one, but never mind. That's fine. We won't worry about that. Never mind. Worse things happen at sea, don't they? Like drowning, which is definitely worse than putting a skill point in the wrong place. Well, there's Festus.
Speak carefully.
Hey, buddy.
I know all your anatomical weaknesses.
Yes. Well, I'm not going to give you 15k. I'm definitely not going to give you 15k. We can offset some of the catastrophic reduction in income from being uninhabitable. We get minus 50% income. And everything takes fucking ages to build. Now, Kislev, you know what? I'd really like to play. There's so many factions I want to play.
Speak quick, because you caught me in a good...
So many factions I want to play. Hello? Join your war against... No. No. Kugath is being very chill with me. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I've got enough issues without... I'm probably going to have to deal with either Kugath or Greasus. I wonder how much Kugath has an aversion to me. I might have to double check that. I mean, Greasus is a nice friend to have. The only problem being that he's not actually that useful. Yeah. I mean, I like the lead belchers, don't get me wrong. Do I have access to them? No. Because he doesn't build shit. No, Jug. No! You were the goblin in that area of my... thingy-majig. Right, how far can you move? Not super far. So, let's get you over here to fend off that. Oh my god, there's another fucking army coming from this way. Alright, well, Oglok's going to be busy. It's going to be a busy boy. Okay, the defences here are going to take fucking ages to heal up. So I'm gonna... No, there's no one nearby, is there? No, so I'm gonna hop over here. Now, how's public order here? Bad. But provincial instability is... Ah, it'll be fine, don't worry about it.
This is my land.
In the meantime,
I'll crush them all.
we're just going to advance. No, I know we can underway, but we're not going to. We're just going to advance this way. Basically, just push them back. No, it will happen. Don't worry. Okay, let's go and grab World's Edge Archway. We can easily take that one. We will loot and occupy. Pushing back against the Dwarf Menace. We can probably retake that as well, can't we? Let's be a little bit... Where can you go? You're recruiting, so it doesn't really say. But tell you what, if you go there, that's fine. You'll heal up. That's fine. Skarsnik levels up very quickly, thanks to the fact that he basically steals other guys' level up. Doobie Watsits. That's words. String together in apparently no particular order. So that's the thing. I do quite like Fist of Gork. Does the boost do? Cooldown reduction and wins magic. It's a nice buff. It gives you magical attacks, which can be really useful.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 pins.
Let's do that. That'll give us some extra cash, which we kind of really badly need. Also, it kind of puts us in between the vampires. Well, I mean, Mount Gumbads did manage to hold off Thorgrim. Somehow. Genuinely not entirely sure how that works. Are you at war with the vampires? Noted. No, you quite like the vampires. That's not on. I would much prefer you to be at odds with the vampires. Now, you like me, don't you? You do have an aversion. You don't... Alright, you know what, Greasus? I feel like our time with Greasus has come to an end. What does everyone else think? I think that might be the poll for next time, is... Do we just deal with Greasus? Like, knock out Prune Man, sweep north, kill Greasus, take all his stuff, and use it for our own. Obviously, we've got Miao Ying heading in this way, but fortunately, it looks like her entire army is poor people. So... killing poor people is reasonably easy. Okay, we're going to hit Knobbly Gorge. I don't know if I want to take it. I might just sack it. But as long as we hold the Haunted Forest, that's fine. We've got Kugath on side. That's good. And we're pushing these guys back over here. That's also good. Yeah. Okay, well, you are chasing him. Yeah. Okay. Let's... Is that actually gonna... Doesn't really help all that much, does it? God, we're losing so much money. It really stings. That army could cost 2k. That still hurts. We just need to catch the undead here. We just need to catch... If we can catch them... we can murder the lot of them. It won't be difficult.
Now then, speak quick, because you caught me in a...
What's up, buddy? Why are you at war with Catherine? No. How are things going on down here? You've got... Khalida is doing very well. Khalida often does very well. You notice that? Khalida seems to do... You know, previously, she didn't really do very much. Now, Khalida does reasonably well down there. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's a lot of gyro bombers. That is a shit ton of gyro bombers. But... where is that? Oh, you're attacking me and you've got Thorgrim to rush in as reinforcements. Ah. Well, I'm not too worried about that, to be honest. Oh, we're just waiting for the dwarves to turn up. Ah, talk of the devil. Of course, they're going to turn up in a nice packed formation, which means... Fanatics ho! Not to mention the poison wind globes, and the warp fire thrower, and my frame rate turns to shit. I mean, the dwarves, yeah, they're dying pretty quick. They're dying pretty quick there. I do send Raknik to charge in, but probably not the best idea. He's getting a lot of fire thrown at him. But the warp fire thrower is making very short work of those iron breakers. They just fled right off the battlefield once again. Raknik is getting the hell out of there, which is probably fine. And the War forces are moving to engage the initial army, which was coming down the underway towards us. I'm not too worried about what happens here. What I am slightly concerned about is the fucking horde of gyro bombers, which I don't really have an answer for. Fortunately, they seem to be wandering off to go and I don't know what they're attacking, but they're off somewhere else, which is good, I guess. There's a lot of dead dwarves here. In come the goblins to finish off the last of the dwarves. The organ gun didn't even manage to make it on the battlefield there. They finally turned up. But they've been overrun. Just need to deal with Thorgrim and his cronies. Meanwhile, the gyro bombers are using their Gatling cannons to just take chunks out of the army. Not really much I can do about that. I do have a few units that can engage a gyro bomber, such as the poison wing globadiers and the archers and the mort fire throwers. So we are going to concentrate all of our fire on each gyro bomber in turn. We do have the sky hammer here, so this is a special gyro bomber. So we're going to hit it with everything we've got. Poison wing globes, missile fire, mort fire thrower, everything. And I feel like we can take it down with enough fire. We can bring this gyro bomber down while we finish off Thorgrim. Thorgrim being a very tanky lad. That's it. That's it. You have to be careful about where the poison wing globes do land, though. What fire throwers? Is there anything they're not good at? Now, careful. Okay, with one gyro bomber down. Our War missile unit's been focused on one of those gyro bombers, and that's almost gone down now. So we can now bring the rest of our forces up and hopefully pick off the rest of the gyro bombers, while Thorgrim continues to get a kicking. Just surrounded by night goblins, not to mention maggots there, and Uzgaz. And they're trying to take down Thorgrim. Again, it's just very, very tanky boy, very hard to bring down. If we can kill off these gyro bombers, then with any luck, that'll cause the army to rout, and then we won't have to deal with Thorgrim. Dwarf characters are just ludicrously tanky. Like, look at this guy. He's just surrounded, and he's just not losing any health. Okay, there. Right, gyro bomber down there, and there we go. Mass rout occurring. Finally. So they're now fleeing, which is good. Thorgrim's fleeing as well, although it turns out that his rune guy is apparently unbreakable for some reason. So I guess we'll have to kill him, but at least we don't have to kill Thorgrim as well. Well, that was fine. Despite it being quite... God, gyro bombers. Ugh, just the worst. Hello, Wurzak. You want to be friends? I'll be friends. Be friends with you, Wurzak. Hello, Grom. Military access? Sure. Oh my god. It's fucking Alariel. Alariel's rocked up on the coast. I mean, they may be after the vampires. I mean, they're probably not after me. Probably. Okay, so what actually happened? Is that army marching? Okay, it wasn't marching. Oh, we can't quite get... Can't quite get across, which is vexing. They still haven't attacked it. It says decisive defeat. And yet, if they're just going to sit there sieging it forever, I guess that's fine. But the thing is, like, if they attacked it immediately, that might be an interesting siege. But again, they're kind of doing this thing of not wanting to come to play. Do I want to sack it? Nah, let's do occupy. I feel like Total War's biggest problem, particularly at higher difficulty levels, is it almost doesn't want to give you big fights. And considering that is the main draw for the series, I think if the AI is doing everything in its power to stay away from you, that is not...
Supreme ruler of 8.
That is not a good...
Sounds like a good idea.
It's not a good gameplay experience. Which is a shame. I don't want to be... I mean, Skarsnik, you're not really... I mean, you're not bad in combat, but that's not really what you're there for, is it? We've got the boys. We kind of want riders, don't... Well, you know what? Do we want riders? Yeah, we do. However, would it be better... I mean, it's not going to give you any major bonus right away. Oh, unless that Sneaky Stabbers does give... Squig Herds. I guess that's also a bonus for all Goblin, Pump Wagon, Night Goblin, Squig Herd. So I guess that is Squig Hoppers as well. In that case, let's get Riders, because that's going to give us more speed and eventually charge bonus for a Squig Hopper. And Squig Hoppers do live and die on their charge bonus, really. So having that is only a good thing. I'm amazed you didn't run away. Is that because you think you can win? I don't think you can win. No, you couldn't win. I'm going to sack that. I want the money.
Let's go. This barely to war.
Do I want to worry about that place? Do we want to take it? You know, well, interesting. Do we get extra bonuses for being... We get more melee defense for being in encampment stance. They may be able to, like, they may throw everything they've got at us. I mean, you're certainly in our way. So, right, we've potentially got a big fight coming up here with Grimgor. A bit of a fight coming on over here. And I feel like Skarsnik and Raknik can potentially push the dwarves back. Although...
Such a thing is impossible.
Seriously? Are you just marching... I thought they'd fixed the player bias. That's really bad.
All right. Heading out.
It definitely seems... It definitely seems like the vampires are just ignoring everything else. They've moved part. Now, it could be that they're not at war with Okay, so in this case, they're not at war with Wurzag here. So they can't attack Akendor, so obviously they've moved past. But here, they've walked right past Kazakarak and the Forest of Gloom without paying it any fucking attention. Now, they might go for the Pillars of Grungy. Maybe they've looked at Kazakarak and decided there's too much stuff there. So they may be going for the Pillars of Grungy. If they don't go for the... If they I don't think they can even bypass the... I think they have to attack the Pillars of Grungy. Okay. Maybe I... It does... The thing is, maybe I'm oversensitive to player bias, because I know there is player bias in Warhammer. But at this moment in time, I just feel like this... Particularly like this, where they've just walked past the Fortress of Eyes and just gone, nah, I'm going to come over here instead. Which just does it. That feels really shit. Do I want the 8-peak loonies in this army? It'll be quick and easy. You know what? Let's get those guys. Because that way, if you've got any artillery, I can easily just run around and hit it. It's quite a mobile little army then, so I think we should be fine. But it does not feel good. Right, okay, so the poll for next time. The poll for next time is, the problem is, looking at Greasus here, that's not Greasus. That's Grom. It's a different person. He's allied with Clan Rictus. He's got defensive alliance. We could get around that. Like we could chat with Kugath and say, do you want me to declare war on Greasus? So the poll for next time is, right, so if we stay allied or neutral with Kugath and Greasus, who should we try and befriend? Should we try and get Kugath on side?
Perhaps you could spare me a biopsy.
He does like me. He will have some neat units that we could potentially... Can we actually have a military alliance with demon factions?
I have only a moment to spare between experiments.
I don't think we can. Okay, so we could keep him on side anyway. We could have like a non-aggression pact with him. Or do we wipe Kugath out? So do we be friends with Greasus and wipe Kugath out? Or do we try and foster a relationship with Kugath and wipe Greasus out? Because I don't think we can stay neutral with both of them. Obviously, Greasus has the mountains there. I guess it kind of depends on...
Anything you say.
We can only get Ogre Bulls and Noblars. We've got an outpost level 3, so theoretically we should have access to all of his roster. But for some, he can definitely recruit. So we've got the Ogre Bulls from there.
Gets me what I want. Gets me what I want.
But he's definitely recruiting Gorgers,
This will bring me.
which theoretically we should have access to, but we don't. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. Never mind. We have friends with these guys. We could get Skimwalls. I quite like Skimwalls. They're quite good anti-large units, aren't they? That's a potential. But I mean, Skaven, you've always got the artillery and the clan. The clan scryer units are just so good. So are we going to be friends? Are we going to maintain our friendship with Greasus, or are we going to be friends with Kugath? Because we can't be friends with both of them. We're going to have to kill one, I think. Talking of killing,
Interference will cost you your life.
I'm not going to be able to deal with it. I have to deal with one of those at a time. And of course, we don't have walls. That definitely seems like the nastier army. So I think we may have to come down and deal with Jin. Unless you can wound. Okay. Oh shit, you actually did it. Good job. Okay, so I have to deal with that. But yeah. Greasus or Kugath. That's going to be the poll for next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.